Welcome to COMSOL Multiphysics tutorial. In this tutorial, we'll be learning static analysis using COMSOL. We'll be doing two analysis. First is the analysis of a wrench and second is the analysis of a cantilever plate. So when we open COMSOL, we'll be going in Model Wizard. We'll be using 3D dimension and we'll be using solid mechanics physics. The study we'll be using is stationary study. So once we open the COMSOL, we'll be creating the geometry. So to create the geometry, you can click on the geometry tab. So for the cantilever plate, we'll be using a block geometry, and let's take the width and depth of the block 1 and a height to be 0.01. Then build the object. So here you can see our cantilever plate is built. Now we have to add the material to this cantilever plate. So in materials, we'll be right click and add the material from the COMSOL library. So in the built-in materials, you'll be selecting structural steel material. So structural steel, and double click it to add it to the component. Now you can see that the structural steel material is selected for the plate. Next is selecting solid mechanics physics to the plate, which is already selected by default. Now next is adding the boundary conditions. So for cantilever plate, our boundary condition is fixed from one end. So right click the solid mechanics tab and fix it from one end. So let's fix it from this end. So you can see that it's fixed from this side. Next is applying load to the cantilever plate. So right click the solid mechanics tab and use boundary load. So boundary load will let's apply boundary load on the upper surface. Now there are three types of force which can be used: force per unit area, total force, and pressure. So let's use total force, and you can see that the direction of force can be applied in all the three directions. So let's apply the force in Z direction, that is upwards. So let's apply a 100 Newton force. Next is mesh. Let's use normal mesh. You can see the mesh, and then let's compute. No other changes to be made in the stationary study. And in the study, you can see that we have enabled the default plots, which is the stress plots, and we have also enabled the convergence plot, which can be seen later. So let's compute the static analysis model. So the progress of the analysis can be checked here. Here you can see that the model is running, and in the progress tab you can check what particular thing is going on. You can even extend this to see what percentage of study has been done. So here is the result of our static study. So as I said, the default plot is stress plot, which is seen here. We can also add other plots such as displacement plot or any other plot. So let's add displacement plot. So in this, click results tab, a 3D plot, and in 3D plot for the whole volume we have to see the displacement. The expression for displacement is already selected, but if it's not there, then you can click here, go in the solid mechanics, displacement, and solid.disp is the expression for displacement, and you can plot that. Now this is simply the displacement contour, but if you want to see the deformation of the body, right click on the volume tab and click on deformation. So you can see the deformation. The deformation shown in this graphics is scaled. So the scaling factor can be seen here. Scaling factor is 95.35. You can change the scaling factor according to your study. You can use zoom extents to fit the model to the graphics. Then there are zoom options. You can zoom into the geometry, and this is how we have done the static analysis of cantilever plate. Now next is the analysis of a wrench. So for wrench analysis, we'll be importing the geometry file. So first let's open a new COMSOL interface, model wizard, 3D dimension, solid mechanics physics, and the study is stationary study. Now to import the geometry file, let's download the wrench geometry file. So we can download the geometry file from the COMSOL's application library. So in Google you can search COMSOL application library. So in the examples you can search here wrench, scroll down, select stresses and strains in a wrench, scroll down and download the application files. So here the .mph bin file is the geometry file you need for the model. So let's download it by clicking on it. So once the file is downloaded, we can import that geometry in the console. So to import that geometry, clicking on the geometry tab, here's an option for import. You have to browse the folder to the browse it to the directory where the file is downloaded. So my wrench file is downloaded in F. So I'll select the wrench file and I'll import it. So here you can see my wrench geometry is imported. So after creating all the parts of geometry, you always have to build all the geometry once, so that the console know that your geometry is finalized. Then let's assign the material to the wrench from console's built-in materials, and we'll select structural steel material for this wrench. So here there are two domains, one is the wrench and second one is the bolt. Both are selected as structural steel. Also for solid mechanics, both the domains are selected as structural steel. Then for wrench, we'll be fixing the bolt and we'll be applying a force on the wrench. So for fixing the bolt, let's right click on the solid mechanics and apply a fixed constraints. So for fixed constraints, there are different options. So I'll show you the different options. So in physics, clicking on the physics tab, you can see you can fix the whole domain. Like a particular condition can be applied to a domain. You can apply a particular condition to a boundary, or you can apply it to edge as well as points. So in this analysis, we'll be fixing one boundary. So let's use fixed condition for a boundary. Fixed constraint will be fixing this side of the bolt, and you can see that this is the fixed constraint. Now next is applying a boundary load. So again, boundary load can be applied on a boundary as well as a complete domain. So we'll be using a boundary and a boundary load. So clicking any surface, any boundary in the wrench and applying a load. Again, there are different options for load type: force per unit area, total force and pressure. We'll be using total force and we'll be applying in the Z direction, negative Z direction. So in Z, we'll be applying minus 100 newtons. Next is the mesh. So mesh, let's use a normal mesh. So here you can see that there are some errors coming in the normal mesh. This means that you have to increase you have to finer the mesh. So let's use a finer mesh. The more finer your mesh is, the more time it will take to compute. But since our model is simple, we can use a finer mesh, and directly for stationary analysis we'll directly compute our study. So since we have selected a finer mesh, it will take a bit longer. So in the meantime, you can see how much progress has been done. So here you can check the percentage of progress, how much stationary solver has solved, and all the progress can be checked here. If you want to check any messages, you can check the messages here. In the messages you can check how many elements are there, how many boundary elements are there, how many degrees of freedom your solver is solving for. All the messages will be displayed here. So once our console runs this, we'll see the different results such as the stress results and the displacement results. You can see what the console is doing currently. So currently it is plotting the default plots such as the stress plots. So here you can see that the result is computed. So this is the stress plot. As by default the console plots the stress plots for the stationary study. Then we can also see different results such as displacement plot. Let's make a new 3D plot group, select the whole volume, and already the solid.disp expression means the displacement expression is selected, so we can plot it. So this is the displacement contour, and to see the deformation we can select right click on the volume and select the deformation. So here you can see the deformation. So the scale factor is 4.76. You can adjust the scale factor according to your analysis. So this is how the static analysis is done in COMSOL. You can even change the materials. You can change the properties. Like in materials, suppose structural steel is, you have to change the density, Young's modulus or Poisson's ratio. You can change it by selecting structural steel. Suppose the density of the object you are using is not 7850, you can change it by double clicking on it and typing 8000 is the density. And you can also change the Young's modulus and Poisson's ratio in the same way, and then you can again click on compute to run the solution, and you will get the results for whatever analysis you want. So this is how static structural analysis is done. Thank you.